This is London with Bitcoin Spike and VIP Trader. We're going to cover the New York Open for NVIDIA, for Tesla. We have a bit of a nice move to the upside on the open. Let's look at NVIDIA up and over our specific ice cold short line, something we're going to try and reinforce, though it is in play. Ice cold short is going to be an over or under line to reinforce as NVIDIA pops 2% to the upside. Tesla is in a similar situation with a nice throttle to the upside. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Tesla has now set up and over the specific top band. Okay, that top standard deviation on the 15-minute, I suggest you look at this level for some potential interaction. We'll discuss essentially what happened. Why did we get this bounce in the market? What does it mean? As we were to look at Tesla real quickly just on the lower time frames. Let's look at the 3-minute. You'll see the specific herein, the specific top side standard deviation that did engage with a bit of flex into our specific ice cold short line. Again, quite a push. This is the level in play on Tesla. Now, Bitcoin, of course, is our standard operating procedure in terms of what we focus on. We're excited about the price action recently on Bitcoin. I've directed you to the specific 20 moving average being that level up and over, which we will be bullish, or long down and under, from which we will be bearish. We'll want to reinforce that on the 4-hourly, which I've directed you to more explicitly. And guys, we had some strong earnings, NASDAQ with Amazon, etc., Intel. So that's the pop we're seeing. But I do want to reframe this as you look at the 20 moving average on the 4-hourly. Pay attention to the specifics as we would look at some of this bounce coming from a very important level that we're currently seeing on the NASDAQ, the level of engagement, specifically being the particular, this particular 38.2. We covered this yesterday in the stream. I encourage you to look back at the stream yesterday afternoon if you want to know what this level is. If you want to know what the NASDAQ topping formation and what this level is, it's well worth your time to look into it. And it's nice to see some engagement at guys at the open. Now, in terms of the open, would it have been just an absolute entry? Could have been an entry into that 38.2. This is the chart from last night. That 38.2 could have been, okay, it's an expected level of engagement of the bulls, but it's risky on an overnight trade. So appreciate the fact that while we look at levels of engagement for overnight trades, it's just a different level of risk. Always able to trade, for instance, that down and under the ice cold short is engaging for the traders on NVIDIA on that 3-minute time frame. Looking at Tesla as well is also engaging in terms of the, in Tesla, I want to go to that 15-minute. Right, that 15-minute, I want to look for not just that 3-minute level of engagement, ice cold short. When you open up, you're going to be on the ice cold short line on those lower time frames. But looking at a potential level of engagement on that 15-minute, this is going to be something of interest here. This top side band on the 15-minute, just mark it. Pay attention to it. We can also look at the hourly, always on the map. And guys, here I'm expanding into individual charts. You understand this is not for live trading at all. You have been warned. Every day you're warned in terms of being 8 to 10 seconds behind. Yes, if you're 8 to 10 seconds behind on a YouTube stream, you're out of the ball game. That's just it. Don't worry about it. Don't trade with this live. That's not the intention. We're going to go over the technicals, see what they can bring us in terms of our overall approach and how we can capture an alpha edge on the specific volatility that New York represents on open. Looking at the top level, this pro line, and on the hourly, the 20 moving average, it's a level of interest without a doubt. So we've got that hourly, the 15-minute, and the specific 3-minute, which is trying to engage now upon the specific top side of the standard deviation, that second standard deviation band to the upside. You'll just see bulls trying to hold this level. Let me change this to candles, and you can see that specific ice cold short. We call them ice cold shorts because it is a difficult short to hold. It just is, given the calculatives involved. Typically, it involves price action that's screaming to the upside. Okay, and we'll differentiate on different, certainly on different time frames. We'll have different levels of relevance, etc. But as you look at these, yes, they're just difficult to hold. You're going to have price screaming to the upside, so ice cold short. You have to have ice cold hands in order to manage these. That's the idea in terms of an ice cold short. You got it right. It's a regressive calculation, and we just love to trade it. It caught the bottom of Bitcoin, and it's just, guys, it's doing really, really well for us in the back. So looking at NVIDIA with an opportunity, if we missed yesterday, and this is always the deal, if you missed yesterday in terms of the specific pickup. This is the chart from yesterday on the NASDAQ at a level of interest at 38.2. We'll just say, hey, it's a nice opportunity just to trade in, and I'll encourage you to work on your consistency dynamics, okay, on your dynamics of consistency. As you look at the specific 6 hourly capital control line, again, in play, that 6 hourly is really something else, isn't it? It's really, really a differential that we want to pay attention to. We don't love the 6 hourly. It's just highly relevant on these equities. We have to pay attention to it. Let's dig back into where we knew we're going to be on NVIDIA. This is a nice one. Let's pay attention as we look at the green buy line engaging. In fact, on what time frame? The green buy line on the 4 hourly. Yes, the green buy line. Buy it, right? That's the idea. However, we have to be careful of one specific issue. Yes, that we are currently testing in the 4 hourly is just a beautiful, beautiful level of interaction right now. What do we have? Our capital control line. That's RSI, stochastic, and MACD on the 4 hourly. Always put a highlight routine on that 4 hourly chart. Without a doubt, it is the really the governor. It's the governor, the mayor, the sheriff. It's everything in terms of a lot of these time frames. It's a nice mix between the daily or weekly and these lower time frames. But it is that governor, mayor, guys. It's the sheriff. It's everything. That 4 hourly frequently. So when we see the bottoming formation here on NVIDIA, what do we see? Well, we know we're going to have a battle here with the bulls pushing back up and over, and what? And the bears trying to push back down and under. So we have the crosshairs, literally sniper scope engaged. And what do we have? Well, we have this level of interaction on the map. It is the, guys, the fight for direction as we would look at the ability of NVIDIA to recoup a preceding level of support, boom, 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 okay? Or for the bears to continue to push down, bam, bam, bam. That's going to be the play. I'm not going to tell you if you are the bull or the bear. And guys, again, just mind yourself in the markets. And we have a small limited number of traders. We trade ourselves. This is really intended just for guys, just for internal reasons. So when we talk about our trades, you can listen if you like, but you guys go elsewhere if you'd really like to develop into, guys, any of the type of trades we're discussing, because it's not something you're just going to catch on in a short number of days or hours or even weeks. It's very complicated. We like it like that. We maintain that alpha edge without a doubt. So in terms of Tesla, and Tesla really giving it a run, isn't it? In terms of the specific top side standard deviation, bulls trying to hold that level, okay? Trying to hold that level. You'll see the level of engagement, just a tight zone. If you had decided, well, that's it, I'm gonna just rewatch yesterday's stream. It will give you the notion that, well, it was a nice pickup on Tesla and on NVIDIA. We missed it. You didn't miss it. You just mitigated your risk is the bottom line. You just mitigated your risk, okay? Now looking at the 4 hourly on Bitcoin, clearly the level immediately in play is gonna be the 4 hourly 20 moving average. That's the line to beat. That's the line in the sand. Pay attention. If you're doing anything in the market on Bitcoin, which is what we focus on, okay, the rest of the peripheral technicals, et cetera, and opportunities out there, okay, great on equities, no problem. What can we learn from those and apply them to our Bitcoin trades? That's the bottom line. As you were to look at the specifics on the 20 moving average on Bitcoin, I want to reinforce that this is I would assume that this is and I'm speaking to you, I would assume if I were you, that this is a master control line. That's it. This 20 moving average is a master control line. Meaning what? It has been the governing feature. Again, we talk about it as the governor, the mayor, and the sheriff, okay, in terms of literally the governing control feature, boom, on the entirety of the move up. Bottom line. Bottom line, it has been the distinguishing factor, the 20 moving average. Now, we had earlier opportunity to enter lower, capital control line, blue. You got it right. 26.6 thereabouts, okay? 26.65, right? Bam, on the capital control line. But once we flipped into, and there is a percentage probability, okay? Listen up, a percentage probability of us going bullish on our RSI, stochastic, and MACD and flipping this 20 moving average. Indeed, at least contacting higher probability. Getting up and over, there's a probability. Looking at the specifics, of this master control line as this 20 moving average does flatten out is a new dynamic. We concur, we agree. We have flattened out on the 20 moving average If you're looking for your next big trade, the 20 moving average on the 4 hourly has shown itself to be determinative thus far, period. In the entirety of the move up, we went through some differential gain analysis, okay? Some derivative gain analysis in the back today for the VIP. We'll touch base into NVDA doing well. What else got hit? The golden short on the 15-minute. Nicely done. Let's look at Tesla. And Tesla succumbing to the pressure. What happened? Well, ice cold short on the 3-minute. Not easy to hold? Come on, guys. Why is it called ice cold short? You got to have ice cold hands. You got to have ice cold hands for those shorts. You guys got it. How many times has that ice cold short paid this morning? I don't care, guys. I just don't care. Let the indicator speak for itself. How many times has the ice cold short on the 3-minute paid this morning in the first 10 minutes? I believe that'd be 3 times. Okay, so there's 3 times in the first 3 minutes. How many bar intervals have we had? Well, it's 10 minutes into the trading session. 3 bar interval, 3 in terms of time frames. We've had 3 opportunities to trade the ice cold short, and it's paid every single time. Just note it. Noted. What's re-engaging right now? Well, they're trying to re-engage the specific preceding calculative here of the golden short and flipping it into support, guys, instead of it becoming a resistance. So that's what we like to see. You have 3 trade ops in the morning. I just say, guys, is in the morning. Was it tight? Sure. Ice cold shorts. Why do they call them that? Guys, because they're not easy to hold. They're not easy to trade. But 3 of them have traded on the open, on Tesla, on the 3 minutes. Log it. Count it. Yeah, you got it. We got it. Copy that. So as you look at the, guys, look at the volatility. Understand it and learn to run with it. You don't want to run into it. You want to learn to run with it, okay? Increase the speed and efficiency with which you can operate in the market. Understand how to protect yourself in the market. Bottom line, understand how to protect yourself in the markets, right? Now, NVIDIA, a little bit of a different story, but nonetheless nice. Looking at a potential rehit here in terms of that 15-minute. I like that 15-minute golden short. I'm sure you have all your charts up. I'm sure you have all your time frames up. In terms of the equation, again, let's go back to the master control line on Bitcoin. Now, what is it, guys? What is this? As you look at that master control line, it is the deciding feature of the entirety of the price action to the upside. Boom, since the launch and below 16.6. So mind yourself of this matter that we're currently underneath, and that an over or under approach on this 20 moving average seems to be highly relevant. Can't express that enough. It is in play to the extent that it is also highly relevant that we would look at that weekly. Remember the weekly standard deviation. And you just saw a bit of a struggle on that standard deviation on the lower time frames, right? Let's incorporate what we can see with this high volatility opening and closing of the markets. Let's look at, for equities, let's bring that over into our Bitcoin trade. The weekly, there we go, the weekly standard deviation, boom, 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 right in this level. All right, this is going to be a level that is going to be, it's already been enforced by the bulls on the move for Bitcoin. It's already been slammed back down into, look at your USDT versus USD, that level was hit on the micro, bam, back into that weekly standard deviation, okay? So as we are to explore, let's say which line is going to govern. I'm just going to say right now the governing line is going to be that 4 hourly. Over is going to be bullish and under is going to be bearish. That's the bottom line. Negotiating position based on the 4 hourly is something that we do with frequency, all right? Is it difficult? Sure, it's difficult. In terms of some definition, or just, let's just say master control line. What does that mean? It's the controlling line. That's it, guys. We have resistance, red cap line. Resistance, red cap line. Yeah, but why do we flip? Bam. Why do we flip? Bam. 20 moving average, okay? That's the story technically. That's the way the story goes. Now, say, well, master control line, that's fine, but where are we at right now? You just engaged on a short. How many shorts have you had this level? 1, 2, we'll call it 3 with near or exact hits. Maybe this was a little bit off. Maybe it was like $50 off. You didn't catch it. But this is Bitcoin as she's riding underneath that level. And what's the other controlling dynamic in play right now? In terms of this swing, tight swing zone, what is it? Your lower pro line in the 4 hourly has engaged how many times? How many times has the lower pro line engaged? Quite a few, a number. Nearly half a dozen, right? Nearly half a dozen, but immediately 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so definitely, as we were to look at the specifics incoming, the bulls need to find an additional means of heading to the upside. We'd like to find a reversal pattern hidden somewhere in the woods of the micro time frames. We'd like to find a bit of a reversal pattern. We agree? Yeah. And you're going to see the 20 moving averages really has been definitive for the lower time frames, i.e. 3-minute, etc. Now, I don't want to pollute the airwaves too much. In terms of your morning, I want to let you go and focus on your trades. That's the bottom line. I'm going to go focus on hitting the iron. And I'll just say yesterday to today, what do we have? We had a nice hit, bam. A nice hit on that 38.2, which is showing up now. Did we discuss this? Yes. Did you want to take advantage of it? You may have looked at it yesterday and said, that's fine. Forget about it. I'm going risk on. I'm going to power into my equities. If you do that, guys, it's at your own risk. I tell you every time, I'm not running your trade book. This is London, former hedge fund owner, private non-SEC, not financial advice. Guys, I am not running your trade book, okay? I'm just going to put that on the front door of headquarters. It's not our deal, guys. It's not what we do. We look at the technicals to breathe some, guys, some fire into the equation in terms of what is crypto going to do. You guys got that right. If we choose personally to trade, we'll trade. You trade. You let us know how your trades go. That's the bottom line. And our trades are going great, and we hope your trades are going great as well. I'm glad to bring this level to you in terms of the hit that we got today so that you understand exactly what level got hit. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line of what got hit from our discussion yesterday. Remember, all eyes were on this specific level. True or false? Absolutely. Why? You see why all eyes were on. Now, is it without risk? I mean, we're supposed to play into, no, guys, we're supposed to play into a triple earning release in the market and just, guys, come on. Come on. You know, things could have gone south with earnings. We could be looking at a different story. Be looking at that 50% pickup, right? To the extent that you're gauging your level of involvement in the market appropriately, you have no problem with a pickup here, a pickup here, a pickup here. But if you're overexposed, if you're not managing, guys, your positions rationally, then I don't want to be a part of that ball game. You know this, without a doubt. Let's see how close we got real quickly to the lower band on the weekly. And that's going to be the question, the small little target on NVDA down at that weekly, right? It's just close enough. Probably 95% of the way there, that weekly lower standard deviation. This is a view of the entirety, essentially, as we look at here. Let's just review the open. Tesla up 2.5%, 1.2% on NVIDIA. And just some nice trades out of the box. You guys agree? Some nice 10-minute open close, bam, 3 trade ops. And we'll get into additionals, guys, for VIP. We'll get into some additional ways to manage these kind of high-tech, high-action, high-frequency trades. For right now, I liken it to hitting a speed bag. Let's do it for practice, guys. Get it in the hits on the speed bag as you look at the opportunity to play with the volatility. Remember, I want you to run with it. I don't want you to run into it. All right, I want you to run with the volatility, and that means you understand it well enough. You know which jukes it's going to make on the field. You don't wind up, with picking yourself up from the ground on something that's done 15 times in the last 2 weeks. Right? If somebody's done something 15 times in the last 2 weeks, man, you got to learn to predict that, learn to step in and negotiate your, call it your center of gravity. If you're going to look into the equation of how you're operating in the market, restructuring and balancing yourself in terms of your tactical deployment in the market, it's crucial, guys. So, and we appreciate the opportunity to look at the specific high levels of volatility. We appreciate BTCC. Number one, just say that. I don't even have to say what they are. Congratulations, BTCC. You guys are rocking and rolling. That's the bottom line. Fully regulated. Love it. Nice BTCC. Very nice. Look at that. What happened, guys? Green. What a byline. Huh? Nice hit down into on Tesla. Take your focus away for 1 second. What got filled? And what got filled was the gap got filled, bam, on. That's the difference between the open, guys, and where we left off yesterday. So did you miss anything? We have to say not really. Gave you another bite at the apple. Congratulations to all the VIP who are trading. Again, I'd like to see pictures of your trade setup. We've got 40 screens in one room if we have one. I'll tell you guys, we have 40 screens in one room if we have one. You're only able to really see one here. So mind that. Work on your setup. I want to see some nice returns and see some nice guys, give it a month, give it 3 months, give it 6 months, give it long enough for you to acclimate to high levels of volatility. And what can you bring over into your Bitcoin trades? Few things are going to top Bitcoin in terms of volatility. You know this. Few things are really going to top it. As we look at just the overall opportunities, just for note for the VIP, and that's all that's watching this. In terms of the details here, you're going to notice this important derivative gain analysis that was brought to you in the back. We'll discuss it in private, but this is bam, 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 just something to continually be apprised of. You will agree. What is the derivative gain analysis? We derive from the past the gain and work it into our analysis. Derivative gain analysis. When I teach alpha traders, this is day one. Okay, derivative gain analysis. Right, looking at the increments, looking at the frequency of the incremental standardized, by its own conduct, standardized gains, the frequency of the standardized gains. This is London with Bitcoin Spike and VIP Trader. I want you all to take care of yourself in the market. Remember, when you make money, what do you want to do? You want to hold on to it. Fact. Right? What do you want to do? You want to make more money. If that equation falls apart, you hit the brakes. You go back to the fundamentals and focus on, guys, that 100-round mentality, but do not let a catchy market take away your incredible moves that you've picked up in the market. Remember, who's the boss? That 4 hourly seems to be pretty strong on anything we're looking at, okay? We'll talk about the rest in the back. This is London with Bitcoin Spike and VIP Trader. Way to trade. Nice shorts on the open. Nice shorts. Anybody who had those cold hands? That's what I'm talking about. Not easy, not easy. You think it's supposed to be easy, huh? You're competing against whom? You would technically be competing against, or conceding, huh? Competing against the best in New York. I'm going to tell you guys, not the guys you hear about here and there. No. You're going to be competing against the best guys in New York on this stuff. Literally, Wall Street's number ones. You're going to hold these shorts? I don't know, guys. You're either going to compete or you're going to concede. Huh? I just can't do it. Come on, let's beat them. We can. We have. Frequently in the past, those guys are guys and girls just like you. Let's beat them, huh? We do. And we're excited when we do. And we appreciate anyone and everyone who makes these trades possible. From the institutional framework to there and beyond to right here in this group. This is London. Guys, take care of yourself. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.